Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna watch the new Transformers show that's just dropped, and we'll discuss it. Then we'll discuss it, like do a breakdown on it. All right, enjoy.
For thousands of years, we have been at war. But before, we were enemies. We were like brothers. You ready?
Always ready. Let's punch in. Hey, watch where you're going.
What did you say?
It's not like he can transform.
Hey, Darkwing!
Oh.
My finger can transform. Guess which one?
Allow me.
I appreciate you having my back.
No matter what.
What is that?
Sending location coordinates.
We're under attack! It's an SOS message from the surface.
Fantastic.
It's time to show them we are more than meets the eye.
A cave with teeth. Nothing scary about that. Holy Primus.
I see strength in you. Take these and access your full potential.
He can transform now!
How do we use these things?
Come on!
How you choose to use this power is up to you.
We roll out.
What?
Louder.
Transform and roll out! I want to help build a better world.
Like you said, we can be so much more.
Maybe it's just me, but he's different.
Yeah, no, I picked up on that.
I picked up on that too.
What happened to my best friend?
Burn it down!
We have to stop him.
We could have built the future together.
I don't think so.
Decepticons! Rise up!
Come on!
Awesome!
That's what I'm talking about.
Now is the time for us to stand up. Together. As one.
Look, that's Starscream, and you're Shockwave and Soundwave. Enough. Gosh, raise your hand if Wave is in your name. There's a lot of waves.
All right, we'll start. Honestly, I'm excited for it. So it comes out September the 20th, and honestly, the second trailer got me more hooked than the first. I mean, the first one was just the first trailer, and like, I'm surprised that we're getting like an animated Transformer movie about Cybertron, and that's all I wanted. I mean, I could care less about the humans because it's just me personally. I felt like they're just in the way because you gotta be careful not to step on them and so forth. But if this movie succeeds, I hope we get more movies about just Cybertron altogether. But let's go ahead and break it down. And so the first clip of the scene, we see Megatron with forming his cannon, and this kind of actually reminds me from the Transformers games, Cybertron, Fall for Cybertron, War for Cybertron. Great games, wonderful games. If you haven't played, you should play it or watch it on YouTube. Wonderful games. Anyways, but yeah, and it was really cool seeing this. And then also right here on we see Megatron eyes red and stuff. But what I also noticed that going forward, I don't know. I think this movie might be short because I think where's the scene? Oh, right here. I think. Hold on. So because I think see right here, this is the scene where pretty much Orion was talking to Megatron that they could have built a better world together. But I'm not sure if this is going to be part of the movie or this is going to be like a time skip. Because this is supposed to be the origin about before Megatron and Optimus became who they are. And I want to know if this is going to be like the tipping point for Megatron to go and they start fighting. Because it looks like, to me, it looks like they already started fighting, and after this whatever battle they have right now, because I don't know about the if the Quintessals are like invading Cybertron or there's another faction, and but I hope this is like more like a time skip because I rather enjoy the build up to where we're heading, to where we see Megatron and Optimus. Because right here, if we go forward, all right, hold on. Yeah, because see right here, you see Starscream is the leader of the Decepticons. Because you have Shockwave, Soundwave, and so I'm trying to figure out is this going to be more like, because I haven't read all the comics of Transformers, but I'm trying to read through all of them, mainly towards more the origins, so I can have a better understanding of this whole movie and where they're pulling inspiration from. And so I can also let you guys know so you guys can read those comics too. But yeah, we see Starscream on his broken down throne with Shockwave, which he looks really cool. He has long legs for sure, but because he transformed into a boombox. And then we got Shockwave, and he looks perfect, like straight out of the comics or even the Transformer shows. I think the 90s, or did they come out in the 80s? No, 90s, I think. I'll have to look into that. Anyways. But yeah, so I just, because like, if we go back, and hold on, I think I went far too back. Oh, that's okay. That was pretty cool. But overall, the animation and stuff, it looks really good. Okay. So you see Megatron right in the background with, I think that's Alita or RC. One of the two. Because I know Alita turns to a motorcycle. Or was it RC? Anyways, not important. We'll go into her origin once later on, probably before the movie. And then we got Bumblebee. So, and who else we can see? If you guys spot out any other Decepticons you recognize, just post them out in the comments. But yeah, I think I see the construction car in the back right there, on the left. I think that's Thundercracker right in front of him. But anyways, so yeah, we see them kneeling down to Starscream. It's probably the only moment we get to see Starscream bask the glory of being the leader. Because if you guys ever play the games or movies, or watch the movies or shows and stuff, Starscream always tries to be the leader of the Decepticons because he thinks he's better. And in the new comic of the Aaron universe, it goes crazy. Like, spoilers ahead, but Shockwave challenged Starscream for leadership because Megatron is dead. But and Shockwave wins. He annihilated Starscream. But yeah, and so, and what else I noticed is that, let me see, let's go back. I think I passed it. Oh, right here. in this scene, oh, forgive me, I don't have a mouse, so. This Autobot, if I'm correct, I believe that's supposed to be Alpha Trion. Because Alpha Trion from the Transformers cartoon. Hold on. Yeah, because Alpha Trion pretty much was the mentor for Optimus. And from the looks of it, it kind of looks similar. And so, because yeah, so I believe this is supposed to be Alpha Trion right there. They're giving all the keys, but I'm not sure how big of a role they're gonna have him. Because it'd be cool if what we saw that scene where Optimus and Megatron were fighting each other or about to fight each other. That would be pretty much more towards to the 1,000 years that Optimus was mentioning, because Alpha Trion mentor Optimus. I could be wrong because, like I said, I haven't read through all the comics. All I remember was from the TV show, from the Transformers anime. Hold on. Yeah, the Transformers 90s. That was right. It came out in the 90s. So, but yeah, pretty much in short, those are the things I know I'm missing a lot, but don't really have a mouse to go by. And because we see Starscream fighting, so somewhere during this movie, we're gonna see them pretty much either beg or have Starscream help them, because throughout this movie you see Megatron become, well, his name is D16, but Megatron becoming Megatron. And in the trailer, they talk about like he's changing, and even Optimus mentioned like what happened to pretty much being brothers and so forth. Because we all know, even the Transformers Prime, that Ratchet would talk about how Megatron and Optimus were pretty much friends, and that's another thing. Oh, let me go back. They pretty much were close friends. They were brothers, and then until Megatron ambitions pretty much blinded him and took over, and pretty much started a whole war against Cybertron, and that lasted for thousands of years, or was it centuries? Either way, they've been fighting for a long time, and what I like about Prime, because at the end, pretty much, because Transformer Prime, Rise of the Beast Hunters, the movie, shows Megatron he was done being an oppressor, because he was being oppressed by Unicron, and disbanded the Decepticons and went up to space to either try and redeem himself or or think about what he did was wrong, which it was, because Megatron didn't have to fight Optimus, and they could have literally worked together to stop the corruption within Cybertron. But we know that didn't happen, because they gave us cool new other Autobots like Rama's Hotshot, who became Rama's Prime, because this is from the TV show, I remember, and so many other things. But the reason I stopped here because this is the Quintessas, I believe, because in the first trailer they showed these guys, and I remember the Quintessas. They were creepy. I did not like them because they're just weird. And it was like, why? Like, who are you? But I know the Quintessens have a deeper connection with the Transformers. If I remember, I think that they're the ones who created the pretty much the Cybertronian life. If I remember that correctly. Like I said, post in the comments if you guys have the information and stuff. I'll love to read up on it. But sorry, I just need to get some water. But yeah, like I said, I feel like this is like the movie might be short, like, because this is the post I found. This post I got. It was posted last month, but I forgot and so forth. But the director, Josh Coley, he mentioned about the Megatron's origin, and here this really says, unfortunately the limited runtime meant Colin had a limit how much of creator's origins shown on the screen, including changing part of Megatron's accepted story. If we have all the time in the world, it would have been fun to show Megatron as a gladiator and have the two characters come from very different backgrounds. Colin added, we actually had a gladiator scene that alluded to this origin that was cut out. Instead, Orion and D16 are reimagined as buckmates, working as miners to bring Energon back to the planet after long years of drought. And so that would have been the best scene I want to like in Transformers history. All animated is full glory, seeing Megatron as a gladiator, because Transformer Prime did an excellent job, even though it was short, but it was awesome. Because while Ratchet was talking to what's that little kid's name? Oh, I can't even forget him. Jack, and about Megatron and Optimus, we saw this giant beam, this giant machine or organic beast, whatever that was, falling down to Megatron, and it was like, man, I would love to see that. And because you mentioned that they only have a limited runtime, so they probably want to they didn't give them all the time they needed to really stretch this movie out, because if they did, he even said it, like, if he had the time, he would show Megatron's origin story of Gladiator and Optimus's time as the librarian. Like, seeing those two being from very different backgrounds and coming together would have been wonderful. That would have, if they released the Blu-ray, if Colin, if you're watching this, if you release the Blu-ray, please add that additional scene to the DVD, because I will sit here and watch it, because that sounds so much fun. So that's why they changed his origin, because of the runtime, and have them pretty much be minor bots. And he talks about more right here. He says he also talks about his experience working with ILM, which was essential to make Cybertron look alive rather than cold and dead. So like we see how like the planet looks more alive with the more kind of like the plants and the fungus and stuff, because he's trying to make him look more alive than being dead. Because we all know Cybertron is just a metal plant, a legitimate metal plant with no vegetation of life at all. But it was, I think this is going to be a quick, interesting way to how they're going to do it. So I can't wait to see how they bring this living world to this Cybertron. And Yeah, and the rest of this is just about the interview that I have. So we can, I guess, we could go briefly over it. So the Transformers movies has streamlined as a continuity as Fast and Furious series from the franchise inception. Um, well, with Michael Bay, it was because Michael Bay was making Transformers movies consistently, but to me, it didn't. I feel like each movie is trying to have like their own single plot, and now like a inconsistent story, pretty much like Fast and Furious. And so, because me and my brother were talking about the Michael Bay movies, and we're just like, if two became three and then three became two, that would have been a perfect wrap to the Michael Bay series. Because the Transformers Revenge of Fallen was pretty much about the Fallen coming to Earth and trying to destroy the sun so they can have Energon to revive the planet. Instead of that being part two, that would have been part three, and part three would have been Sentinel Prime trying to bring Cybertron to Earth. So that would have been personally really cool. But back to the article, it says, to the live action movies retconning themselves with each new installment. Now comes Transformers 1, a movie set before live action film or even 1986 animated film, but didn't expect to connect directly to those titles. Instead, this is New Beginnings standalone, yet still connected continuity that take us back to the very beginning, before the destruction of Cybertron, before the Civil War, before there was Megatron and Optimus. This is the place of the vast opportunities to transform equivalently of the Old Republic of era of Star Wars, which is true. If they're going to the very beginning before everything fall out, it's pretty much they're tackling like the Old Republic, start from the beginning and work your way to the top. Old Republic era of Star Wars is really cool. A lot of cool stuff. We'll talk about that Old Republic in the near future. I think this is as the beginning of a new continuity where eventually the kind of major set pieces that we came to know as Transformers will still happen, but not exactly the same way. Director Josh Cohen told IndieWire after a working progress screening of Transformers 1 at the Annecy Animation Film Festival to think this film can begin a story that could just keep on going without me or with me. That feels right because it's so much bigger than just a story. Just the story. Transformers 1 takes place when Optimus and Megatron were simply known as Orion Pax and D16. The film has an epic story about rise of two leaders, while also including the Solar Revolution, years long ago, conspiracy, and war with other aliens, and much more. It's a lot of cramming in about 90 minutes. It makes sense that the director Josh Cohen look out the biblical epics like Ben-Hur and the Ten Commandments for inspiration, and even those who are twice as long as this film. Those epic tales of relationship, much like the Orion and D16, we're seeing us evolve as friends and obviously evolve as people. Unfortunately, the limited runtime Cohen had limited much of the character's origins to show on screen, and including changing part of Megatron's story. We already read that part about how he wanted to show the Galileo scene. And though we have Cybertron in the movie before, more recently is like cool extended prologue in Bumblebee. This film would take us below the surface, crafting a beloved city with a unique look for Coley, making this city feel big, exciting, and alive, with most importance because this is the basis for the entire franchise. It's what they're fighting for, he said. They're always fighting for their home world. Part of this will be making sure the planet look beautiful and vibrant, a place that robots will actually want to live in, with a whole robot ecosystem. Like a robot deer, the main city is not only massive, but it has some unique designs like upside down buildings hanging like spectacles. And of course, when you have robots, they can turn in all kinds of vehicles. This makes perfect sense because we're not humans at all. The scale is not about human scale to robot scale. So we imagine that they live in New York City. There's another New York City attached above them. It was essential to make sure the vast amount of metal seen in the film look alive rather than cool and dead. Oh, I can rewrite that part. What made the compilation? Oh, right here. The opportunity to work with studio was exciting for Toy Story 4 director who has been fascinated with the company since he was first read. That's not important. Well, it is, but not for the main story. Let's see. So they said they made sure Cybertron looked and felt like a real place. Because they're ground in live action, going to visual effects for live action, they approach the visual from a place. Believability, they also started. Okay. Oh. Anyway, so it's only 90 minutes, which is unfortunate. I would have pushed it longer. Because that's 90 minutes. And you're talking about origin of Megatron and Optimus. No, you never rush the origin. You always want to make sure the origin is like get plenty of time. Because if this movie is just an origin movie, give them plenty of time to express the whole characters and stuff, so we can see them get into where they are. So, like I said earlier, like if they do a extended cuts and stuff for the DVD version and the streaming version, I'd be more happy to spend my money for it, because I'd rather see the extended cuts and stuff of the Gladiator and Orion packs and so forth. Because like they could just make two different versions. I think that's more work, but it'd been worth it for the DVDs and the stream for those who want to collect Transformers and movies and stuff. Because like I already mentioned, they only showed Cybertron briefly in the Bumblebee movie. That was really cool. Man, I just love Cybertron a lot because it's just, there's so much we can do in Cybertron, but it's just not everyone sees it. Like they always follow Earth because that's where all of us pretty much based in because of the story. But like they could go back to Cybertron, like, because they could just make times go forward, like, oh yeah, war's over, new threats, new enemies, new allies, and like the Cartoon Network show I saw, it was like Transformers World with Skies. It was like, it was continuing the story where Transformer Prime left off, which was cool, but I didn't like the animation, nor did I like the human characters. We'll probably discuss that in like another video. That's like a whole nother 20-50 minutes. But other than that, I'm excited. Because it looks great. I can't wait for it. And sorry about the ad. Wasn't expecting this, but I just hope that they really they revamped the origin pretty much. But I really hope they nail it well enough for this movie. So, because I want to know how long they're going to spend on them being friends before they fight. Because in the beginning of the clip, it shows that the city was destroyed. You see them fighting in the background, and you see these two fighting. So, who knows? Like you said, there was a lot of cram in. So that this extra part could be maybe in the future. And all we've seen from the rest of the trailer is just them about the past. So, who knows? But I hope the director nails it, because if he does, we can hopefully get more movies about Cybertron. Emphasis about Cybertron. So, thank you guys for watching this long extended video. I got a little too excited about it. Have a great day. And take care. Bye.